Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodiak. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the Warlock series. We're going to cover issues 5 through 9. Basically, we're going to do the whole run in this second video by Louise Simonson and art by Pascual Ferry. This creative team did a fantastic job, and I just realized issue 9 is the last one. And I feel like they were canceled pretty unceremoniously because the last issue on the letter page, there's no reference to the titles being canceled. You can tell they're rushing, that maybe the creative team realized that this series had its days numbered, but I get a feeling that they were sort of blindsided. Like out of the M-Tech series, I feel like this one was the most successful. So in the first two issues, we have Warlock teaming up with Spider-Man to go up against Psycho Man. They go into the microverse. We're just going to skim over both of these. What I mentioned in the previous video is Pascual Ferry, the artist, really is able to let go and get really creative with Warlock, since he's a technomorph and can shapeshift and stuff like that. Every other panel, Warlock is doing something really crazy and he's getting really creative. So at the end of this first story arc, we get Warlock reunited with Kitty Pryde. Obviously, Doug Ramsey and Kitty and Warlock too are all good friends. They have a lot of history together. We got to mention, for those who don't know, Warlock. This Warlock is sort of like an amalgamation of Doug Ramsey and the alien Warlock, brought back to life by the Phalanx. So in issue 7, this is actually a really cool issue because they bring back a villain that I freaking love. So while they're in Muir Island, sorry, I actually do have to backtrack, because in issue 6, Mainspring, the main villain of the series, he wants to get his hands on the techno-organic virus to actually take over the Earth. It's the normal villain stuff. And what he does is he tracks down Bastion. He wants to use Bastion as an interface with the techno-organic virus. Once he captures Warlock, use him as the key in a way of controlling it. So he finds Bastion's head, who was actually cut off. His head was lopped off by Death, Wolverine, in the 12 story arc. His head was just left in the desert. Like, no one saw it fit to dispose of his head. Even though Bastion is immortal because of magic, there's a lot going down with Bastion as a character to unpack. Thing is, Bastion, now working with Mainspring, sets out to hunt down Warlock. Freaking hate these PSAs that came out during this time. They were in every freaking issue. So in their first confrontation, Warlock and company are able to stop Bastion. They can't totally destroy him due to magic. Mentioned previously, Kitty Pryde actually phases Bastion's head into the floor, but he gets rescued by Mainspring. So what happens with Bastion? In issue 7, this villain is sort of like a loose cannon. So Mainspring, actually what he does is gets into Bastion's programming and starts deleting the Bastion persona, the Nimrod persona, and the Master Mode persona. Because for those who don't know, Bastion is a fusion between Nimrod and Master Mold, and both characters that had fused together went through this magical portal called the Siege. Perilous. I always want to say Polybius, but it's Perilous. Come out as Bastion, as a new character. So he wants to get rid of those personalities. He converts him into a character called Template. Now he starts trying to infect the world, take over the world with the techno-organic virus, using Template as the main mainframe. But what happens is something really cool. The techno-organic virus actually is a way to Warlock. He's part of this alien race called the Technarchy or something like that. They infect something with the techno-organic virus so they can consume the energy from it. So sometimes they infect something, and if it's sentient, they become the Phalanx. They automatically try to infect other things. So infect a lot of things. They create these towers and call out to the Technarchies like, "Hey, your hamburger's ready." So what happens is Bastion doesn't care about whatever Mainspring wants to do. He wants to fulfill the programming of the Phalanx, take over the planet, call the Technarchy, and get the planet consumed. It's hilarious to see Mainspring being totally blindsided. It's like, oops, I didn't see that coming. So they make the Babel Spire, and we get a glimpse of Warlock's daddy, Magus. who I never realized up until this moment. This guy's on the level of Galactus of powerful. And the Technarchy have this like tradition that the sons have to kill their father. So obviously Magus is coming to Earth. He wants to consume it, and he realizes that Warlock's there, so he's going to get a 2-for-1 there. Our heroes are able to stop Bastion and defeat Mainspring, but things are a little too late because obviously Magus has arrived on Earth. And the battle between Warlock and Magus is freaking epic. And also Pascual Ferry really gets to stretch his legs. He does some really fantastic artwork. And Warlock is able to defeat his father. He actually assimilates him. Since he's like a weird hybrid strand of the phalanx virus within him, and he's not a pure Technarchy, he's actually infects Magus's programming, ends up consuming him. A really good send-off to the end of the series. It really has a bang. It's really awesome, this particular battle. Even though like Warlock is a pretty unknown character, it really feels like it was worth crossover material. I know he's not a big enough character to warrant something like this, but I really liked what Louise Simonson tried to do. I thought this series was really great, very engaging. It's a real shame that it ended before it should have. The stories were well written, and again, the art was just a delight. So I'm going to leave this series here. This series, Warlock is going to sort of ditch the Douglock persona. Doug Ramsey is going to come back in the Necrosis story arc, so they're going to be back to being different characters. And Magus actually, his corpse, they're going to find his corpse, and it's going to be something really important in the X-Force series. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time.